whatever it is, because they say that, the woman deserves to be paid. And if you're going to wind up making money off of her likeness and things like that, you might as well give her cut her a check. But the truth of that is, listen, if you go decide that you're going to go smoke weed and shoot at the police out in public, it's not protected. It's not hidden. You don't have a First Amendment right to your likeness or any of the stuff you do in public. You know by now. There are cameras on every corner.
Yeah.
But, and the truth is, a lot of folks didn't know that everybody was running around with cameras in their hand back then, but that didn't stop them from, that was a risk that they took. But now, today, folks coming up now complaining about, I don't want nobody to know what I did then. I was shaking my butt on the car hood and I was showing my breast and I'm sorry now. Yeah, too late.
I'm just a firm believer that you got to take accountability. But even now in this era, I'm cognizant about what and how I move. But at the same time, I do what I want. And if it come back, when I did it, I did it. And I was accountable for it. And I'm okay with it. You can't judge me. And you can judge me. But I don't care. That's the thing.
That's the most important thing.
Like,
that we, at this stage of my life, what I did. I told y'all I did it. If you hear about it and see the videos now of the parties that I had in the 90s, yeah, I did it. So what? You should have been there. We had fun. Next question.
I think some people are bothered by it because they're not confident in themselves and they try to play this perfect image. And then when it comes out that you're not perfect and you made mistakes in the past or you had a reputation in the past, trust me, somebody know your real
That's
secrets.
what we need to teach people more often now, which is you're going to mess up sometimes. You're going to make mistakes. And the secret to life is keep going.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what you did in the past. You got to keep going. Thanks for calling this morning, Michelle.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not going to try to be. And you're right, Michelle. I need you to tell that to a lot more people. Let me knock out some more of these callers. Thanks for calling.
Have a good one, Michelle.
Let's go to Al.
Good morning, Al. This is Keisha and Carrie. What do you have to say about the Freaknik or Eric Mays?
Good morning, Keisha and Carrie. Thank you for taking my call. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
I listen to the show all the time. The first mention I ever knew of Mr. Mays from Flint was he was one of the first ones who talked about the Flint water crisis and how the settlement was unfair. Nothing has happened in Flint that will welcome and take care of the people who are sick and the young people that are sick. Maybe Mr. Mays is frustrated and trying to go forward about what happened in Flint because no one has been held accountable for that. I liken the same Flint water crisis to the same thing that's here in Detroit with the $600 million over tax over assessment here for the property owners in Detroit. Our mayor says nothing could be done because the money's spent. That's frustration.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers, but I know either case is right as far as what has happened.
I agree with you. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Al.
Listen, y'all, I agree with Al. I understand that there are some things that when you feel like our leaders have let us down, this is a problem. Nobody has done anything about it. You haven't done anything about it in Flint's case in about 10 years. In case of the finding out that you were overtaxed, it's still been several years. Mayor Duggan wants to say, listen, that was the old administration. I ain't had nothing to do with it. The money's gone. Why y'all asking me for the money I didn't take? Well, the truth of the matter is you still, at some point, somebody's got to right that wrong. Got to find a way to wind up correcting what happened, and the people are going to remain just frustrated. Let's knock out another caller. PG wanted to talk with Keisha about her friend Eric Mays. So Keisha's here. Good morning, PG. One more.
Good morning, PG.
Go ahead.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm loving the chemistry between you and Carrie. We should say special K or K and K. So, and look, your makeup looks so natural and flawless. I want you to move that little box a little bit so folks can see Queen Keisha because your face looks real flawless and I love it.
Thank
so,
you.
You know, it's a difference being in Flint for a short amount of time versus knowing the history of Flint. I lived in Flint by way of coming from Brooklyn, New York to Flint to Oakland County. So I know the history of Oakland County. I know the history of Flint. I know the history of Brooklyn, New York. And as you and Carrie asked the question, what is putting Eric Mays on a video going to do for the people? Now, I don't know what people are doing. I do know what's happening in Flint, but I'll tell you that Flint is already a musical town. You know, we had the Mac Band, Midnight Star. We had a lot of musical talent. One of the members of Straight Ahead, we have a lot of musical members that came from the city of Flint. So, you know, let's be about getting the pipe fixed and not trying to do a record deal and get all of this stuff going, because Flint doesn't need a video. Eric Mays doesn't need a video because he's already a star within his own right. And some people say they know Eric. They know Eric and his political persona. They don't know Eric after the lights is turned off and he's done with the political stuff. If they didn't know his mother, if they don't know his siblings, if they didn't know his father and the church that he grew up in, finger quote, you don't really know Eric Mays. I know, finger quote, Eric Mays. We've done a lot of stuff together. His mom and my mom went to the same church. They were best friends. So for people to just say that and say it so loosely, I think it's more for their benefit and what they're trying to accomplish, as opposed to making a difference of the people that are living in abject poverty in Flint that does not have access to clean water and that have not been made whole with the Flint water crisis. If they got the money, what is the purpose of holding it, and why not disperse it? Are they trying to make more interest on the money to do something bigger and better? I don't know. It remains to be seen. But Keisha, I'm so glad that you're there. And I wanted to tell you that deep down inside, Eric Mays is a bona fide person.
I love him.
He cares about the Flint community.
I love him.
He has always been outspoken. We have always been outspoken together. They have called me a provocateur back in the day. They called Eric a provocateur. I've been put out of a few meetings in my day.
Well, he's a Spartan, so I love him. Go green.
Me out today. I'm coming back to that next meeting, and we have gotten in the early days some changes in the city of Flint. I wrote a lot of press releases for him, and the things that he did, I supported. Like I said, we did a lot of things.
So do you think now, because even for me, I hadn't heard of Eric Mays.
Hold on. We got to go to break. All right.
Okay.
I've got to take a break, PG. And then I want to try. We'll just hold tight. Just give me 3 minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay. Y'all ain't got another song?
He got a bunch of songs. This was for a freak Nick. So,
They
what you
down
want
there
him to
like
play?
this. It's like this. That's
What
like
you want him to play?
I don't know. What they play back there? Freaknik music. This was Freaknik music. What's that? Back in the, what was that group back in the day? Shake with your mama, yeah. That's what they was playing. Shake with your mama, yeah. That's what they was doing. Shake.
Keisha is telling on her mama. All right. What is it? Exceptional with Babyface.
Radio programming, look no further. You can now listen in on a multitude of audio platforms or on Apple Podcasts.
Wait, what's that? Other than what's next on the thing up under Midnight Star? What else is over there?
Listen notes.
So wait, how did y'all get on
Treated
top?
Like a Lady, Temptation.
Huh?
Right after that, Treated Like a Lady by Temptation.
Do treat him like a lady when we come back.
How did they get on the video? Like, what video was they talking about doing a music video? How did that come up?
That's what Brian just said. Brian likes to produce music videos.
So, he was trying to.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
PG is clapping back at him. This is more of the I'm gonna waste y'all time talking about what somebody else said. Shit,
That's what I
ain't got nothing to
thought.
do with the topic.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But I was like, okay, maybe that's what I was. Okay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being
All of that,
audited.
he don't
I called
know
Tax
Eric Mays because his
Solutions
mom
now,
and her
a
mama
great
were
big
friends.
weight
That
was
was
lifted off
her
my
getting personal
shoulders.
with
I
that.
call Tax Solutions now.
Motion
They
in your
got the
back.
IRS
Huh?
off
Oh
my
yeah, I know. That's my
shoulders.
mama house. I watch my mama house. I don't play. Remember I told you I said that I watch my mama house on my phone. I watch it. I don't play.
My mom would have a fit if I tried that. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go put some cameras up this weekend.
Remember, the IRS will not give up until you pay. Call
Yolanda wants to hear. You want to hear some Luke and the 2 Live Crew?
Yes, Yolanda. What was Luke?
Is there a clean version of some 2 Live
Probably not.
Crew? No.
I don't know.
Now just go with Treat Her Like a Lady. I'm scared to do something with some Luke on the AM radio stuff.
Produce the spots free. That's right, free. Call Devin C now at 248.
Yolanda, I'm a little worried about you knowing that she was talking about Luke and the 2 Live Crew. You telling on yourself, baby.
This exclusive really glad.
Did you know most vitamin supplements don't even come from food? Even the products
See, I
with
could not
colorful
do that.
fruits and
That's
vegetables
my thing.
adorning
My
the
brain don't work like
labels
that.
themselves
It did when I was younger.
What?
Well, I could knock all of this stuff out. Now it's just like focus on what you're doing right now. And it, Timothy Squire. Let's take that Tim and let's see what he got to say.
It is. It's,
In a variety of colors, as well as whole grains and other fresh food. That's why I formulated Balance of Nature. I wanted to be able to give my
Well, we've already talked to all of them. Eric's been on. James has been on. Tim ain't been on yet. So we'll let PG finish up. Then I'm gonna take Tim, and then we'll see if we got time to go back to one of them other two.
For imitation nutrition, reach for the good stuff, the real stuff.
Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com to get 35% off your first preferred order by using discount code Radio5.
9 a.m. Superstation, giving you exactly what you need.
This is the Anthony Adams Show. I'm Anthony Adams.
Said play some Too Short in honor of Freak Nick. Nah, Too Short ain't getting played on the AM radio station, brother. I don't think there's any clean Too Short music.
I find ways of finding clean.
Huh?
I said I find ways of finding some clean versions. You'd be surprised.
Well, look and see what's over there that's Too Short, that's quick. We'll do that when we go off in a minute. Welcome back, Metro Detroit. This is Kerry Leon Jackson sitting in with Keisha. We've been covering for Anthony Adams this morning, and we've got about 9 minutes left. Go ahead, PG. Let's see if we
No, I had a question.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So my question, PG, even for myself and my generation and younger, I think that prior to whatever Eric Mays is doing, now that he's getting more exposure, especially on social media, TikTok, whatever, but it's now making me research and looking, and even having this conversation is educating people about what's going on in Flint. Most of us probably really didn't think anything of Flint besides they had bad water. We don't know what happened with that, where it went. But now it's getting people, like my friend lives in Atlanta, in Miami, and now they're researching and they're talking about it down there. And Eric Mays is just like, oh, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Even though people don't see it and they see all they see is he's being disorderly, it's bringing attention to the things that need to be addressed in Flint. And maybe it'll bring solutions.
All that has happened in terms of Eric and myself and other advocates being involved in the process of government. You know, we have tried to make a difference, and Eric just happens to be one of those people. He takes courage for his convictions, and if he does it, he owns it.
I like the accountability.
But a lot of people now trying to jump on the bandwagon that he's viral, and everybody's going to know Eric and have a relationship. What's his cell phone number?
Oh, I don't know, but PG, we got to take another call. We got somebody. I believe Eric.
Let me knock out some of these callers. Let's go to Tim.
No, I think.
Good morning, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to your guests. I mean, you have the same person who criticized Eric Mays saying that they friends and things like that, asking people for their cell phone numbers.
Y'all is fooling today.
Hold on, no, and now she called me twice now. I know Eric Mays is not using 910. Sam Rivers brought Eric Mays to 910, and if anyone who's been listening to 910 know who Eric Mays is and know other things that he is supposed to put. Just like he was talking about the current mayor Sheldon Lee in the fire department about how how it was a fire and those two young kids died, and the chief of police, the fire chief, one of those firemen who stepped over those two black kids to get fired, and how she'll legally refused to fire those two white firefighters. Eric Neely spoke on that. You know, Eric Neely is not new to 910. If one's been listening to 910, he got into it with Sam Rivers, and Sam Rivers cut him off because every week he used to come over 910. So Eric Neely is not new to 910.
Eric Neely?
Yeah, I mean not Eric Mays is
Oh,
not
yeah, okay.
new to 910. You know, if one's been listening to 910 over the last 3-4 years, one's know who Eric Mays is. You know, I give all credit to Eric Mays, but for ones to call in and criticize ones who say Eric Mays is a friend when they are the same person who spoke ill on Eric Mays a couple years ago. So if one's listening to 910, know that PG is fake. I mean, she called back twice, criticized one, and every time someone criticizes,
Tim, take a breath. Tim. Come on now, y'all.
Right.
It's now 10:53. I got a couple more callers left. I can't do the we gonna call to talk about the other caller stuff.
Thank you.
Y'all, I want you to call, but brother, you generally do such a good job with making sure that we wrap things up on a positive note and that you put everything into some sort of perspective. That's what I call on you for. That's what I appreciate you for. The back and forth of this person shouldn't have said that and this one shouldn't have called. That's a waste of air. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Thanks for calling. Let me get, let's go to James real quick. Good morning, James.
Hi, James.
Good morning, Terry. I'd just like to say that to wrap the show up, with everything, there's rules and regulations and instructions. When God created man, he left. He didn't only create us, he left instructions for us on how to live, what to do. When Ford build a Ford or Chevrolet build a new car, they give you the instructions on how to operate it properly. And if you follow those instructions, you get the best results. It's the same way with religion. When God created man, he made man. He gave instructions on how we should conduct ourselves as human beings. If we follow that, we get the best results. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. That's the best way to wrap it up.
Point of order is the best way to wrap it up. He always
Yes,
says, point of order.
Keisha's
Point of order.
definitely said Eric Mays on every video and said point of order, point
Yeah,
of order.
we gotta have point of order when
Y'all
y'all call
listen.
in here. Y'all can't be going back and forth.
Tune in to the videos of Eric Mays. Y'all be welcome to follow him. Now as he said yesterday on this video, the price of him is going up. I appreciate all of y'all that have tuned in and hung out while we hung out and covered for Anthony Adams. I will be back in my regular time slot tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And Keisha will be with me. I have no idea what we're going to talk about on Friday morning,
Right. Yeah,
but
Friday.
we will be there at from 6 to 7 Friday morning, ready to talk to each and every one of y'all. Go out today, have a fun and exciting day, and just stay safe. Y'all know that it's about 45 degrees cooler than it was 2 days ago. The roads were sort of horrible this morning because of the snow and the little slick ice and things. It looks like temperatures going up a couple of degrees, so we should have a much better travel. I look forward to talking to each and every one of y'all. Just stay safe. I want to talk to each and every one of y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.
Have a great one.
Too short.
Okay. Now I remember this. My mom used to clean up on Saturday morning.
Your mama